the house party law, okay? When it comes to young people and alcohol and consumption of alcohol, it is a epidemic. So the state years ago, they said, well, you know what, we need a law that allows our police officers that if they think that there's alcohol being distributed to young people, that gives them the authority to check. Let's do that law. Now, if we don't do our job, guess what happens? If you've got a child in there and he's 20 years old and he's at a house party and he starts drinking alcohol to the point where he's inebriated, and you find out that we show up and we don't do our job and he dies, it's our fault. It's our fault, because the legislatures have passed a law saying, you know what, if you suspect that there's something going on that is what we know is an epidemic in this country, and you don't take any action on it, I'm going to sue you, and we're going to pay dearly for that, because we've lost a life. The laws are passed, and as laws are passed, they don't take into account what burden that places on the police officer or deputy sheriff that's out there on the street. They don't, and you know, sometimes I don't think they care. But we're going to pass a law, which I'm not saying it's a bad law, but what I'm saying is they're going to pass a law that the public has got to understand. They've passed a law that we're going to give up some of our freedom for. You train them to say, okay, what's a young person look like? Now, there's a lot of 16-year-olds out there that look like they're in their mid-20s. And there's also some 20-year-olds out there that look like they're teenagers. So when you get a deputy that shows up to something like that, how does he make that determination? How does he make that determination? Because our laws in this state say he's supposed to at an instantaneous.